The warning and the reality of the used SUV market. Last month, a man in his mid-30s came into my shop after spending $28,000 on a used SUV he found online. The pictures were beautiful, and it looked like a dream vehicle. However, after driving it only 400 miles home, he was facing a $6,000 repair estimate within just 2 weeks. He believed he had done his research, but here is the reality. There are currently 9 SUVs sitting on dealer lots that salespeople are desperately trying to sell, and for good reason. These are the vehicles that mechanics see rolling into the shop constantly. They drain bank accounts and break hearts regularly. I am talking about SUVs that look great on paper, but will nickel and dime you into oblivion. But that is only half the story. For every money pit, there is a gold mine. I have 3 SUVs at the end of this list that are absolutely crushing it for value right now. These are the kinds of vehicles where mechanics see them on the schedule and think, oh good, just an oil change. After more than 2 decades of turning wrenches, I have seen every pattern, every failure, and every regret. Today, I am giving you the complete breakdown. 9 SUVs to walk away from, and 3 that are worth every dollar. Stay until the end because the last gold mine might genuinely change how you shop for your next vehicle. Let us get into it. Top 1 Volkswagen Tiguan. I will start with one that surprises many people. Volkswagen has a strong reputation for European engineering. The Tiguan looks sharp, drives nicely, and sits at an attractive price point. But here is what they do not tell you at the dealership. Repair Pal ranks the Tiguan dead last in its class, sitting 26th out of 26 compact SUVs for reliability. I am not exaggerating. The average annual repair cost runs around $730, which is about $200 more than you will pay for competing vehicles. But the real kicker is that Tiguan owners visit the repair shop 0.9 times per year for unscheduled repairs, while the compact SUV average is only 0.3 times. That is 3 times as many unexpected trips to see people like me. The 2009 to 2011 models are the worst offenders. Timing chain tensioner failures can lead to catastrophic engine damage, and I have seen repair bills north of $3,500 for that one issue alone. The TSI direct injection engines are also prone to carbon buildup on the intake valves, causing power loss and rough idling, which requires an expensive periodic cleaning. Water pump failures are common across multiple model years, and turbocharger problems often show up around 70,000 to 100,000 miles. There is also the Volkswagen subframe clunk, where the subframe bolts stretch over time and create an annoying noise when you accelerate. If you are cross-shopping a Tiguan with a Honda CR-V or Toyota RAV4, do yourself a favor. Skip the German engineering and go Japanese. Your wallet will thank you. Top 2 Nissan Pathfinder, 2005 to 2015. Next on the list is a vehicle that looks like a solid family choice, but hides a nightmare. The Pathfinder offers 3 rows, decent power, and a recognizable name, but certain model years have earned a special place in mechanic nightmares. Let me tell you about the strawberry milkshake problem. On models from 2005 to 2010, there is a design flaw where coolant can leak into the transmission fluid. When that happens, the fluid turns pink and looks like a strawberry milkshake. It sounds cute until you realize the repair bill runs between $5,000 and $7,000 for a new transmission and radiator. Then Nissan switched to a continuously variable transmission, or CVT, for the 2013 redesign, and things did not get better. Models from 2013 to 2015 are plagued with CVT shuddering, jerking, and outright failures. I have seen customers go through 2 or 3 transmissions on the same vehicle. One owner reported a replacement cost of over $6,000, and the problem returned within 30,000 miles. The 2013 model alone has over 870 NHTSA complaints and 11 recalls. Common trouble codes like B1750, B776, and P965 all point to transmission failures. Owners describe situations where the Pathfinder suddenly lost speed on the highway, which is dangerous, not just expensive. The worst years are 2005 to 2007 and 2013 to 2015. If you must have a Pathfinder, look at 2017 or newer, though 2022 and newer models finally ditch the CVT for a traditional 9-speed automatic. However, I would wait for more long-term reliability data. Top 3 Ford Explorer, 2002 to 2006 and 2011 to 2013. Moving on to an American icon that has some serious skeletons in its closet. The Explorer practically invented the modern SUV segment, but certain generations have reputations that follow them like a bad smell. The third-generation Explorers from 2002 to 2006 are notorious. Transmission failures were so common that owners were paying over $2,000 for repairs or replacements. Beyond that, there were timing chain issues, head gasket failures, electrical gremlins, and premature wear on suspension components like ball joints and control arm bushings. RepairPal gives the Explorer a 3.5 out of 5 reliability rating, which is below the midsize SUV average of 3.8. Annual repair costs average $732, which is higher than the segment norm. The 2011 to 2013 fifth-generation models had their own problems. When Ford switched to a car-based platform, they introduced electronic throttle body malfunctions. Symptoms include sudden power loss and the vehicle entering limp mode. Diagnostic codes P2111 or P2112 often appear, leading to a throttle body replacement. Water pump failure is another common issue in 2013 to 2018 Explorers. The scary part is that the water pump is housed inside the engine. When it fails, coolant can mix with engine oil, causing overheating and potential internal damage. Repairs are labor-intensive and costly because accessing the pump requires extensive disassembly. If you want an Explorer, the 2016 and newer models are more reliable, but I would still get a pre-purchase inspection. Top 4 Land Rover Discovery. Now we come to a brand that makes every mechanic wince for the owner's sake. I cringe a little every time a Land Rover rolls into the shop, not because they are bad to work on, but because I know what is coming for the owner's bank account. RepairPal rates Land Rover at 2.5 out of 5 for reliability, ranking it 31st out of 32 car brands. That is near the bottom of the entire industry. The average annual repair cost for a Land Rover is $170, but the Discovery Sport pushes that to over $1,500 per year. Here is a stat that should make you pause. Data shows there is a 51% chance that a Discovery will require a major repair within the first 5 years. That is 12% worse than similar vehicles in its segment. One mechanic noted they are expensive to maintain even for general service, and when they fail, parts and labor are high. Another said he would not buy one even if he had all the money in the world, citing oil leaks and electrical problems. Common Discovery issues include air suspension, height sensors that fail, electrical failures, oil leaks, head gasket problems leading to low coolant, rear cargo door latch failures, and infotainment glitches. The Discovery is beautiful, capable off-road, and luxurious inside, but unless you have a trust fund or enjoy lighting money on fire, I would steer clear. Top 5 Jeep Grand Cherokee, 2011 to 2015. This next entry is difficult because the vehicle has such a devoted following. People love Jeeps, but certain model years have reliability issues that are impossible to ignore. The 2011 Grand Cherokee is particularly problematic, with over 1,600 NHTSA complaints and 6 recalls. The most alarming pattern involves the electrical system, specifically the alternator. Multiple owners report alternator failures that cause smoke, fire, and complete power loss while driving at highway speeds. Then there is the Totally Integrated Power Module, or TIPM. When this fails, the car can stall abruptly, the engine will not start, or random electrical gremlins occur. This was such a widespread problem that class action lawsuits were filed, and Jeep had to reimburse owners for repairs. The 2014 model year is another disaster with 19 recalls and over 2,300 HTSA complaints. Drivers report the vehicle unpredictably shifting into neutral while driving, which is terrifying. RepairPal gives the Grand Cherokee a 3.5 out of 5, ranking it 15th out of 26 midsize SUVs. Annual repair costs average $666, above the $573 industry average. Data shows a 32% chance of a major repair within the first 5 years. Common issues include transmission shuttering in 2014 to 2017 models, infotainment malfunctions, and the Pentastar 3.6-liter V6 is notorious for oil leaks and valve failures. Stick to 2016, 2020, 2021, or 2024 models if you want one. Top 6. Mercedes-Benz GLE. Next, we look at a luxury SUV that proves a premium badge doesn't always mean premium reliability. The GLE has a lot going for it on paper, but Consumer Reports predicts the 2025 GLE will be less reliable than the average new car. The 2020 GLE has been recalled 36 times by the NHTSA. Let that sink in. 36 recalls on a single model year. Owner complaints paint a frustrating picture of infotainment systems going blank, touch screens freezing, and backup cameras displaying blue screens. One owner reported an air conditioning fix that required complete disassembly of the dashboard and part of the engine, with downtime over a week. They were told that if it were not under warranty, the repair would cost over $5,000. The Airmatic air suspension system is also known for failures over time, with leaking air struts and failing compressors. Mercedes-Benz as a brand earns a 3.0 out of 5 reliability rating from RepairPal, ranking 27th out of 32 brands. Average annual repair costs run $908, and major repairs are common. If you must have German luxury in SUV form, consider leasing rather than buying, so you are covered under warranty and can return the keys before the expensive problems start. Top 7. Mazda CX-90. This one might surprise you because the brand generally has a great reputation, but this model is a cautionary tale. The CX-90 debuted in 2024 and has already racked up 10 recalls. Its sibling, the CX-70, has 3 recalls in its first model year. These are Mazda's largest utility vehicles, and they are mostly new from the ground up with new platforms, new inline-6 engines, and new 8-speed automatics. Consumer Reports gives the CX-90 plug-in hybrid particularly poor marks, saying it is more susceptible to problems than the standard version. Owners have reported issues ranging from software glitches to mechanical failures. My rule of thumb is to never buy the first year of a new platform. Let other people be the guinea pigs while the manufacturer works out the bugs with recalls and technical service bulletins. Buy the second or third model year once the kinks are sorted. The CX-90 might become a great vehicle in a few years, but right now it carries more risk than I would be comfortable with for the price. Top 8. Volvo XC60 plug-in hybrid. Continuing with the theme of complex modern SUVs, we have a Swedish model that struggles with reliability. Volvo has built its brand on safety, but reliability is a different story, especially with the plug-in hybrid models. Consumer Reports gave the 2024 XC60 a reliability score of just 21 out of 100, which is abysmal. While reviewers praise the driving dynamics, the ownership experience tells a different story. The complexity of plug-in hybrid systems introduces additional failure points, including an internal combustion engine, an electric motor, a high-voltage battery pack, and complex software. When something goes wrong, diagnosing and repairing it requires specialized equipment and training. Volvo parts and labor are not cheap either. Swedish engineering is lovely until you need a Swedish mechanic. If you want a plug-in hybrid luxury SUV, look at the Lexus NX 450D Plus instead. You will get Toyota hybrid reliability with Lexus refinement. Top 9. Cadillac Lyriq. Finally, the #1 SUV to be cautious of is a stunning electric vehicle that is currently experiencing growing pains. The Lyriq is gorgeous, with a stunning design and luxurious interior, but J.D. Power gives it a predicted reliability score of just 53 out of 100. That makes it the least reliable vehicle in the U.S. News Assessment for 2025. A score below 53 is firmly in think twice territory. Electric vehicles are still relatively new for legacy automakers, and General Motors is learning how to build them at scale. Early adopters are paying the tuition through infotainment glitches, software bugs, charging issues, and electronic gremlins. When an EV has problems, they can be expensive and time-consuming to fix, and the dealer network is still getting up to speed on repair capabilities. Parts availability can also be an issue. If you want an American luxury electric vehicle, I would point you toward the Tesla Model Y for now, as they have a decade head start, or simply wait another generation for Cadillac to work out the bugs. Top 10. Mazda CX-5. Now that we have covered the risks, let's talk about the vehicles that are actually worth your money. I know I just told you to be cautious about the CX-90, but the CX-5 is a completely different story. This vehicle has been on the market since 2012, and the second generation starting in 2017 is one of the most reliable compact SUVs you can buy. RepairPal gives it a 4.5 out of 5 reliability rating, the highest in its class. Annual maintenance costs average $447 compared to $573 for the segment average. The probability of a major repair is only 8%. Last month, I inspected a 2017 CX-5 with 158,000 miles. The owner wanted to know what big maintenance was coming up. I checked everything and found nothing. Even the original spark plug still had life. Mazda used a brilliant Skyactiv G 2.5-liter engine with no turbo to fail and no CVT to slip. The timing chain lasts the life of the engine, and the 6-speed automatic is proven. You can find a 2018 model for thousands less than a comparable RAV4, saving you money on a vehicle that costs less to maintain. It also handles better than anything else in its class. Top 11 Lexus GX 460. Our second gold mine is a vehicle that offers genuine luxury with legendary durability. The GX 460 gives you Toyota Land Cruiser underpinnings and body-on-frame construction that can handle serious off-road duty. Somehow, it depreciates more than it should. RepairPal ranks it 5th out of 14 luxury midsize SUVs for reliability. The average annual repair cost is $770, lower than the $807 average for the segment. The probability of a severe repair is just 9%. The GX 460 shares its 4.6-liter V8 with the Toyota Land Cruiser Prado, an engine proven in the harshest conditions on Earth. I have worked on these with over 200,000 miles that still run like new. Unlike European luxury SUVs, when something does need service, the parts are reasonable and the repairs are straightforward. It holds its value well while costing less to own long-term. The ride is composed, and the full-time four-wheel drive system makes it genuinely capable. This is what luxury SUV ownership should feel like. Top 12 Toyota 4Runner. Finally, we reach my #1 recommendation for anyone looking for a used SUV. The Toyota 4Runner is the vehicle I put my own family in. RepairPal gives it a 4 out of 5 reliability rating, but the number that matters most is the average annual repair cost of just $514. That is significantly lower than the $652 average for all vehicles. The 4.0-liter V6 in the 5th generation from 2010 to 2024 is one of Toyota's most bulletproof engines. It uses a timing chain, has no turbo, and no direct injection carbon buildup, just straightforward engineering. I have seen these run past 300,000 miles with basic maintenance. The 5-speed automatic is old school, but bomb-proof. While some complain it only has 5 gears, that simplicity is why it is so reliable. It offers real off-road capability and holds its value exceptionally well. If you want a vehicle that will still be running when your kids learn to drive and you don't mind the dated interior or higher fuel consumption, the 4Runner is your answer. It is a vehicle your mechanic actually enjoys seeing because it is so easy to work on. Final summary and conclusion. So there it is. 9 SUVs that will drain your bank account and 3 that will take care of you for decades. To recap, avoid the Volkswagen Tiguan, Nissan Pathfinder, 2005-2015, Ford Explorer, 2002, 2006, 2011, 2013. Land Rover Discovery, Jeep Grand Cherokee, 2011, 2015. Mercedes-Benz GLE, Mazda CX-90 for now. Volvo XC60 PHEV, and Cadillac Lyriq. Instead, look for the gold mines. The Mazda CX-5 for value, the Lexus GX 460 for luxury durability, and the Toyota 4Runner for ultimate longevity. Next time you are on a dealer lot and a salesperson pushes something flashy, remember this breakdown. Do your research, get a pre-purchase inspection, and do not let a pretty face talk you into a money pit. Drive safe, take care of your car, and it will take care of you. If this guide helped you navigate the treacherous waters of the used SUV market, please subscribe to our channel and like this video. We are dedicated to uncovering the mechanical truths that the big dealerships try to bury. Protect your investment and drive with confidence. Our next deep dive into the vehicles that actually go the distance will be arriving shortly.